All right. First question on the 2019 STAR test is what is the slope of the graph of y equals 12x minus 19? Very simple. And the answer is what to this? 12. So it would be D. Yeah, no problem. Let's go to number 2. All right. Here's the thing. Let me zoom out a little bit. A golfer hits a golf ball from a tee box that is 6 yards above the ground. The graph shows the height in yards of the golf ball above ground as a quadratic function of x. The horizontal distance in yards of the golf ball from the tee box. Here's the question. What is a domain of the function for this situation? What's the definition of domain? But why do people pick the ones with y in it? No. When you get to your test, mark them off. So it's one of these two. Here's your x-axis. They got it labeled right there. And it tells you 0, 6. It goes from 0 to 230. So what's the answer here? F. Good. That's it. Now, here's the deal. Which value of x makes the equation, oops, you can't see it, makes the equation 1.25 times 4x minus 10 equals 7.5. All right, get your calculators out. Hit. Go to just your regular, where you're in calculate. So all you're going to do is go menu, algebra, numerical solve. First one. Type that equation in. Up, got to be able to see it. But don't hit enter because you're going to get a wild 1.25 parentheses 4x minus 10 close parentheses. Now, equals 7.5. Stop right there. Because when you get to this point, let me get it to where y'all can see it. You got to remember this. You got to hit comma, left of the O, and the variable you're solving for, x. And then you can just hit enter. There's your answer. Solve the equation. Anytime you got to solve an equation, you can put that in there. So the answer here is 4. Right there. There's three simple ones right there. Okay. Which function is, number 4, which function is equivalent to g of x equal to x squared plus 15x minus 54? Two ways you can work it. You can factor it. Now, here's the other thing you can do. Get your calculator. Go to the home screen. Go edit. Well, go to new document, Go to new document, enter, no. We're going to create a graph. So you type in that first equation, x squared plus 15x minus 54. Hit enter. All right. Now, let's zoom out. Go to menu. Go down to Windows Zoom. Hit the right arrow. And we're going to zoom out. It doesn't do it normally. Now, here's the deal. This little will show up. Hit enter. There it is. Now, all you have to do now is hit the tab button. Hit tab. And we're going to put in the first answer. Parentheses, x plus 9, close parentheses, and then parentheses, x minus 6. close parentheses, hit enter. Does that match the graph? You can put in all the answers right there. Hit tab. This one's going to be parentheses x plus 18. Close parentheses, parentheses, x minus 3. Hit enter. Is that the same graph? Guess what? Is that our answer? Yes or no? Yeah. You can do it that way. Just remember to hit tab. Uh-oh. Here we go. Or you can do this. Let me go back to this. Those of y'all who are good at it, 1, that's negative 54. So that'd be 1 and 54, 3 and 18. Oops, I forgot 2 and 27. 2 and 27, 3 and 18, 4 doesn't go, 5 doesn't go, 6 and 9. These are positive, but that's negative. You have to change those. There it is. X minus 3 times x plus 18. 2 ways to get at the answer. All right. Number 5, the table. Something should be going through your mind right now. Table shows a linear relationship between the average height in feet of trees on a tree farm and the number of years since the trees were planted. What is the rate of change? What's another name for rate of change? Slope. Here's what you can do. You see all these are, oops, you can't see that. All these are whole numbers. Table. Think regression. It's linear. Let's go through this again. All right. Go to on. Try not to cover it up where y'all can see. New document. No. Add list in spreadsheets. Change A to X. Hit enter. Change B to Y. Hit enter. Now, our X's. You got to remember, here's your X, there's your Y. So type in your X's, 1, 3, 6, 11, 15. Hit enter after every one of them. Now, put in your Y's. Oh, y'all can see it. 10, 24, 45, 80, 108. All right. Now, make sure your table matches. Now you do this. Hit Control, Doc. We're going to add data and statistics. Remember, change the bottom to X. Change that to Y. Okay, now it's just menu, analyze, regression, show linear, the first one. What's the slope? 7. 7, there it is right there. You won't miss the problem if you do it like that. That's 5 easy ones we've been through. Now, watch this. What is the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the point negative 4, 2, and 12, 6? Guess what we can do? We can do a regression here too. So here we go. I'm just going to let y'all see this one. On, new document, no, add list in spreadsheets, enter. What do we change A to? X, hit enter. What do you change B to? Y. Hit enter. Now, here's the deal. Your x's are negative 4 and 12. You got to make sure you get that right. Enter. Your y's are 2 and 6. Check it. Make sure it matches up. See, like you can see 12, 6, 12, 6. It matches up. Now, it's control doc. Add data and statistics. I'm already over here. Change the side to Y. Change that to X. Now it's just menu, analyze, regression. It's the very first one. Ah, so which one is the answer? That's actually what letter's that? F. There we go. Okay. Look at this one. Which graph best represents negative 5y is equal to negative 6x plus 15? You only got to do one thing. Divide everything by negative 5. You want it in slope-intercept form. So that gives you y equals negative divided by negative is a positive. If you don't know, put it in your calculator. Go negative 6, control negative 5. So it's 6/5 x minus 3. All right. Oh, y'all can barely see that, can't y'all? I need to write darker. Now, here's the way you think through this. Is the slope positive or negative? Is it positive or negative? No, it's what? Positive. Look at those 4 answers. What can we eliminate? A and B are gone. Now look at this. What's the y-intercept? Negative 3. So what's the answer here? We've done all this, haven't we? Okay. Let's look at number 8. And I'm going to write in red. A baker determined the annual profit in dollars from selling pies using P of n equals 52n minus 0.05 n squared, where n is the number of pies sold. What is the annual profit if the baker sells 400 pies? What are you going to do here? Yeah. All you're going to do is substitute 400 because n is the number of pies sold. So you put it in there and there. Now, here's the deal. In your calculator, you would go 52, parentheses, 400, do it, minus, all you got to do is go 0.05, 400, and then close the parentheses and put squared. That's just substituting the number in. And what do you get? 20,000 what? Yep. So the answer is F. Some of y'all aren't doing it. Better learn this. All right. Here's what I want to get to. Exponential functions. This is why I didn't go that deep into it. Which function is best represented by the graph? What's the y-intercept? 6. All right, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's go to home. New document. And we're going to add a graph. Let's type in A. Show you how to do that. That'd be 6, parentheses, control divide, 1, Up, hold on. Let me backspace. Delete. Control, divide. There it is. 1, down arrow 3, close parentheses. No, not there. I got an arrow out. Now, here's how you put that X in there. See that rooftop symbol next to X squared? Hit that. And then you type in X. Can't see it because it's so. And then hit enter. It's close to it. Let's look at the next one. So hit tab. And we're going to type in 6, parentheses 3, close parentheses, rooftop X. Is that it? No. All right. Let's go to the next one. Tab. 6 minus parentheses, control divide. 1, down arrow 3, arrow out, close parentheses, rooftop X. That's definitely not it. Now, let's go to the last one. Tab. 6 minus parentheses 3, close parentheses, rooftop X. What's the answer? A, the one in red. The one in red. Okay, so that's how you can do exponentials on there. That's number 9. Let's look at number 10. What equation in slope-intercept form crosses the x-axis at 36 and is perpendicular? What do we know about perpendicular slopes? They're what and opposite? Flipped and opposite. Okay, so here's the deal. It's -4/9. Sorry. -4/9. We flip it. -9/4. There we go. Can we eliminate any answers? Which ones? F and G. That's it. Now here's the deal. This is on your formula chart that you will get. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Here's the deal. This point is 36, 0. It just says it's on the x-axis. So that would be y minus 0 is equal to 9/4 times x minus 36. We can drop that 0, distribute, it becomes 9/4 x, and 9/4 times -36 is -81. Oops, minus 81. There's your answer right there. Oh, we've already done that one. Okay. A student worked out at a gym continuously for 50 minutes. The graph shows the remaining percentage of the workout as a linear function of x, the time in minutes. Now, this is one of those, look through the answers. The domain, look at A. The domain is all real numbers greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 100. Here's the domain. The domain is between what and what? Yeah, you're just looking at the x-axis. So it's A, right? What about B? The domain is -2. No. C, the domain is all real numbers greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 50. Okay, let's read the next part. The range, all real numbers greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 100. That's it. This test is not that complicated, is it? All right. Now here, look at this. Two ways to work it. Graph of quadratic parent function, f was transformed to create the graph of g of x is equal to f of x plus 2 minus 5. These are all parabolas. You can put this in your calculator, but you've got to do it this way. You got to add that square to it when you put it in your calculator. So you would go parentheses x plus 2 squared minus 5 and match the graph. But here's the deal. It went left 2, remember that? And down how many? Left 2 and down how many? 5. So you're starting with the parent function. Find the ones that went left 2. This one did, but it went up too much. That's not it. This one went left 2 and down how many? 5. There's your answer right there. Anybody put it in their calculator? Did it match up? Yep. Okay. We've done that. All right. Exponents, which you love the most. Watch 13. Watch this. All you have to do is draw a... What's 45 divided by 15? 3. Okay. Watch this. We subtract where the larger one is. Which is larger? -6 or -2? -2. So we're going to move this down here. So that becomes m to the -2 plus 6. You change the sign. What's -2 plus 6? 4. Remember, we did it in a denominator. Now start looking at answers. 3. Oh, no. Which one has 3 with m to the 4th in the bottom? Yeah, they all work out that way. You only have to do the whole thing. Every year they work out this way. All right. 14. What is a positive solution to this equation? Now, here's what you got to do. If they give it to you like this, move this over here. And you do it by subtracting 135 from both sides. So now your new equation is 4x squared plus 12x minus 135 is equal to 0. Now, let me show you a little cheat on here. Get your calculator out. To solve these, remember we factor and then set both equal to 0? We're not doing that anymore. Watch this. Go to calculate. Hit menu, algebra. Go down to polynomial tools. Hit the right arrow. Find roots of polynomials. It's always going to be degree 2 for us, so just hit OK. Now, what you have to know is what A, B, and C are. What's A equal to? 4. So hit 4 and down arrow. Don't hit enter. What's B equal to? 12. Hit the down arrow. Now, what's C equal to? All right, type in -135 right there. Click, go down to OK, hit OK. Check the equation, make sure it's correct. Then all you got to do is hit enter. Now, here's the deal. It wants to know which one is the positive. So that's 9/2. Because this one's negative. Can y'all tell that's negative? Okay, but they don't put fractions. You can't bubble in fractions. Here's what you do. Go 9 divided by 2, control, enter. There's your answer, 4.5. Change a fraction to a decimal, hit control, enter. So the answer you would bubble in would be 4.5. All right, let's look at this one. A grill at a barbecue restaurant will be used to cook sausage links that are 2 pounds each and briskets that are 6 pounds each. Boy, that sounds good right now. No more than 120 pounds of sausage, links, and brisket will be cooked on the grill. Which inequality represents the possible combinations of X, the number of sausage links that will be cooked on the grill, and Y, the number of briskets that will also be cooked? All right, you have to go back up here. Sausage links are 2 pounds, so that's 2X. Brisket is how much? 6. You're going to add those, so that's 6Y. And then let's just write 120 over here. Look at your answers without even putting the inequality in. Here's the deal. Is A a possible answer? What about B? Okay, what about C? What about D? Okay, they will put no more than 120 pounds. What needs to be greater, the 120 or the expression? The 120. That's it. I call those matchy-matchy, and you're good to go. All right. Combining like terms. We're not going to write the answer here. But remember this. If this is a minus, you got to distribute it to everything. You would write this one, 10 plus 7r minus r squared. Now, that's a negative 6r squared. Just go minus 6r squared. Minus 18 plus 5r. Usually this is a minus, and you have to distribute it to everything. We're not going to go through the answers. All right. Look at 17. What do you know about the line when you look at this? Dashed and shade above. What's the answer? D. Good. Okay, here's the deal. A bank account earning annual compound interest was opened. No additional deposits or withdrawals were made after the initial deposit. The balance in the account after X years can be modeled by B of X equal to 850 times 1.025 to the X power. Remember this. Which statement is the interpretation? Here's the deal. What did they do to it? They added to it, right? Because it's 1 if it's less than 1. Now, they added 1 to it, move the decimal twice. So that means that 2.5%. The initial balance of the account decreases at a rate. Is it going to decrease? No, because they added to it. Because remember, they started with 2.5% and they added 1 to that, changed to a decimal, added 1. The balance in the account increased at a rate of 2.5%. Huh? Is that it? Let's put a question mark. The initial balance of the account was $1,025. Is that it? No. Here's your initial amount right there, 850. The balance in the account at the end of 1 year is $850. No, it's going to gain money. So the answer was what? G. Okay. Here we go. One of the ones I really wanted to get to. 19. Not even going to read the problem. Don't have to. What is this called? A table. What do we think when we see a table? What? Starts with an R. Regression. Regression. Okay. Bigger table. But look at your answers. They're all what? They're all what? Quadratic. So you're going to do a quadratic regression. Here we go. I'm going to show it. Here we go. Let's go to home. Home, new document. No. Add list and spreadsheets. Change A to X. b to y. Nothing's changed. So our x values are, in multiples of 5. 5, enter, 10, enter, 15, enter, 20, 25, 30, 35, enter, 40. All right, let's put in our y's. 3, enter, 10, enter, 17, enter, 27, enter, 44, enter, 64, enter, 86, enter, 112, enter. All right, we got it all in. So it's control, doc, add data and statistics, change the bottom to X, change that to Y. See that curve in there? So now it's menu. Nothing's changed yet, has it? Oops, wrong one. Analyze, regression. Now we want to go to show quadratic. That's the only thing that changes. Hit enter. Oh, I'm about to get my hand to see this one. All right. Click, hold. So 0.072. It's positive. See that plus negative? That's going to be minus 0.15. And we got a 2.73. Was that complicated? You only change one thing. Show quadratic. Okay. We're not going to do this again. What is the rate of change of y with respect to x? Hey, regression. If you have to, set up a table. X, y. You've got -3 and 3.6. 5, 2. Do a regression to find the answer. You got 2 points? Do a regression. It wants the slope. Oops, you can't see. It wants the slope, so that's all you got to do. Do a regression. Set up that table, just like this. Okay. Look at this one. Can you put this in your calculator and match the graph? Yes or no? All right. Here's the deal. It's facing down because it's negative. And it has a y-intercept of -1. So the answer would just be A. If you can do that. Uh-oh. 22 is different. Based on the table, what is the prediction of number of clicks on the advertisement if 1,500 people visited? Here's the deal. Do y'all notice this is not in order? Look at this. Here's the highest one right here. Now, there's only about this. This is a little thought. It only went up 3, and it went up, what was it? 61 people. So, just guessing 61 people to add 400 more, that'd be, ooh. What do y'all think a good guess would be? Which one would y'all choose? Yeah, H. That would be your best answer right there. That's one of those where you have to think a little bit. Okay. Point slope form. It says which equation is best represented by the graph. This is in point slope form. Here's the thing. Find 2 points. It goes through here, and it goes exactly through here. Y'all can't tell on y'all's, but it doesn't go through 4 on the x-axis. So this one goes up 5, right 7. Find your slope, 5/7. Now, here's where they try to mess with you. We can get rid of A and B. Now look at this. It goes exactly through that 0.27. So if it's in point slope form, y minus 2 is equal to 5/7 over x minus 7. Do y'all see how I did that? And you'll have to use your finger on your screen since it's not on paper. So that one would be D. Find the slope. Pick you out 2 points, find the slope. You know it's going to be positive. All right. Uh-oh. Here's another one of these. I don't like this one because of this. When a power is raised to a power, what do we do? Multiply. You multiply. So that's x. What power is x to here? First power. So what's 2 times 1? And then what's 2 times -6? We would move it down to the bottom. Look at these answers. What's the correct answer here? Which one is it? H. Paying attention, Marlon? All right. 25. A college student completed some courses worth 3 credits, some courses worth 4 credits. The student earned a total of 59 credits after completing 18 courses. How many courses worth 3 credits did the student complete? First, you got to get your equation. So there were courses worth 3 credits, some worth 4 credits. Earned a total of 59 credits. So that's 3x plus 3y is equal to 59. Now, x and y are the courses after completing 18 courses. That's a total. This is talking about credits. This is talking about courses. So it's x plus y is equal to 18. Calculator time. Do this because we didn't do this much. All right. All you got to do is this. Go to calculate. Menu, algebra, solve systems of linear equations. You got 2 variables, x and y. Hit OK. Now, all we do is type in 3x plus 3y is equal to 59. Hit the down arrow. X plus y is equal to 18. And then just hit enter. Whoa, no solution found. Oh, you're right. The y is supposed to be 4. So I made a mistake. I've already worked this one. Did anybody? 13. Yeah. Answer's 13. Somebody was doing it. My bad. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? Hey, on this one, let's go to 27 real quick. What is the value of the y-intercept of the graph of h of x equal 29 times 5.2x? Guess what we're going to do? Where are we going to put that? How are we going to find the y-intercept here? Y'all ever heard of creating a graph? Get your calculator out. New document. No. Add a graph. And we just type in 29 parentheses, 5.2, close parentheses, rooftop, put the X. Hit enter. We don't care. Now, go to your table, Control T. Go up to 0. What's your y-intercept? Yes. That's it. That's all you have to do there. So you would just put 29 in for that one. Let me see. Here's the thing on this one. Put all of these into your calculator and graph them. Now, and you will find the answer. 29. If you don't want to do that, where you multiply them, you can double distribute here. Double distribute them all. Or put them in the calculator and graph them and find the one that matches. Put it into your calculator. Just keep hitting tab. And then once you find the one that matches, you're good to go. Here's the one I want to do. Here's the one I want to look at. Hey, put these 2 points, do a linear regression. You would do a regression for this one and this one to get your answer. That's all you would have to do. Do a regression for both of those. What type of regression will we do here? Look at your answers. You put the table in the same, but then you would go down to exponential. You go down to exponential, analyze, regression, boom, exponential. Because look at your answers. They're all exponential. Up, table, what do we do? Table, look at your answers. Regression, good. Average. All right, here it is. It's transform. This one just moved down 9. Okay, here's where everybody gets confused. Here's the deal. What do we do when a power is raised to a power? Multiply. That's 21. They want to know what P is. So all that is, now we're multiplying it. What do we do? When you multiply variables, what do you do with the exponents? You add them. So 22 plus 21 just gives you x to the 43. So P is equal to 43. Okay, here's what you got to do. On this one, you got 2 points. Can you do a regression? Yes or no? Yes. And then you can start looking through. You can even put it in and graph it once you get it to see which one. Here's the deal. One of these two are wrong. The 0 and the x-intercept, are they the same? Yes or no? Guys, x-intercept, 0, roots, solutions. This one here, you're just distributing. 36, 210d squared. Here's what I would do. These two would be out right there because you wouldn't get d squared. It would be this one because 63 is negative. Okay, this is all calculator. 37, you can put it in. Y equals negative 5x plus 32 for your second equation. And you will get the answer. Solve with systems. Type both equations in. I've shown you how to put this into your calculator. Match the graph. Graph it on your calculator. Up, table, what do you do? Yeah. Which value of x is a solution to this equation? That little trick I showed y'all. That little trick I showed y'all where you use polynomial tools. The domain, the domain, you're looking at the x's. It's going to the right. X is greater than or equal to. Solve on your calculator right here. Just solve it. Table 43, graph it. Find which one matches. Okay, function X cannot repeat on 44. Was there anything else?